Wizards of the Coast screwed up, and they made the players pay for it, which really bothers me. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining what happened. Yesterday, MTG Arena had an update that featured the rebalance of the Alchemy Horizons draft format. Some cards got buffed, some cards got nerfed, but overall, the format was going to be new and exciting to draft again, which made lots of players, myself included, dive into the queue as soon as the patch was finished. However, MTG Arena wasn't ready for us, and after my draft finished, this happened. I'll see you folks in the games. Basically, Arena crashed. It didn't let players play the decks that they had drafted, and Wizards of the Coast ended up removing the Alchemy Horizons draft event from MTG Arena for around 5 hours and just completely wiped it from the Arena client. Now, normally in this situation, Wizards of the Coast is pretty good about reimbursing their players. They know that the issue was with the client and not with the players, and so they just give them back their entry fee, which obviously isn't compensation for the time invested into actually drafting and things of that nature, but it is a nice gesture at the very least that tells the players that yes, we know that we screwed up, and yes, we value you, and yes, we don't want you to be out the 1,500 gems that you put into the event because we know that it was our fault. However, this time Wizards didn't do that. What they did instead was they simply added losses to players until they would have been kicked out of the event, and so gave them prizes accordingly. So for me, because I didn't get to play any of my games, it just gave me a prize based on having gone 0-3. So it just went add a loss, add a loss, add a loss. Okay, you get 50 gems in a pack, which is obviously no fun for me because I don't get to play the event, and also far less than I would have expected to get in prizes because I would probably have won a couple games with my deck. Now, there is a way for people to request reimbursement for a bug on MTG Arena. I wouldn't expect to have to do this on a complete crash of the entire program that affected all of the players, but it is something that I have done in the past, and so I went onto Wizards of the Coast's support site to request a refund. Now, an interesting thing about requesting reimbursement is that on Magic the Gathering Online, it used to be fairly common and really straightforward. In fact, the support ticket even had one of their drop-down options be request reimbursement. On MTG Arena, suspiciously, but probably not surprisingly, this is not an option. You actually have to just report an error and then type requesting reimbursement in your tagline. I've done this in the past. I feel like it is not widely known because it's not really a part of MTG Arena culture necessarily, so I feel like a large number, probably the vast majority of players that were affected by this error did not do this, which is one of the reasons that I am so surprised, shocked, and kind of outraged that Wizards of the Coast didn't actually just give all of the players affected by this bug reimbursement. However, speaking of my experience, I did request a reimbursement, and I waited to see what they had to say. I didn't hear anything back that day, but this morning I woke up to read this message, and this is one of the reasons why I am so disappointed, so angered, and honestly just really frustrated. Wizards of the Coast essentially blamed me for the problems that I had. They said our events have a time limit, after which they will no longer be active. Normally, it is the player's responsibility for time management to make sure they complete their games before the event ends. However, I've granted your account 1,500 gems as a courtesy. So, they gave me the gems back, but they also tried to blame me in the process, and overall, this is just kind of a condescending message, and really just something that makes me, angry, because it's so kind of just blatantly rude to me, and it blames me for my time management skills. Honestly, they are the ones with the time management problem, because the event was supposed to go until the end of August, and it lasted about 30 minutes, so who's got bad time management now? But anyway, regardless of this, I felt pretty, almost really kind of hurt by this process because normally their customer service is really nice about these sorts of things. And overall, I felt like the players really weren't fairly compensated. However, Wizards of the Coast did say that as a thank you for the patience of players, they were going to be giving you a special arena code that you could redeem until the end of August as their way of saying sorry for the event. I redeemed that code, and this is what you got. 1,000 gold and 3,000 experience for their Mastery Pass. If you were to enter a draft, it costs you 1,500 gems or 10,000 gold. So if you just do a little bit of simple math, they're only giving you 10% of the entry fee back to your draft and some pretty much meaningless experience points along the path of the Mastery Pass. Really almost just a slap in the face from the folks who were coming up with whatever this was supposed to be. It really made me disappointed. I really wanted to highlight this issue because I hope they can do better in the future. And also, if you haven't been able to request reimbursement yet, make sure you do so if you were affected by the bug yourself. That's going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed the video more than you enjoyed the experience playing Alchemy Draft yesterday when it wasn't even possible to do so. And I'll talk to you next time.